Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here and welcome to another episode of All the Mods 9. In between episodes I got a couple of things built, well the villagers built a couple of things. We now have, I forgot I put a builder up here and somehow I've managed to do it in the wrong style. It's in classic builder style, classic Minecolonies style. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to change it or convert it to a different style. But we'll see. We'll see. So we've got a builder here. Actually, is there someone employed? I think I am employed someone here. Yeah, Rocco's working at this one. And then I built a fourth one on the other side of the town hall. And so all the way over the top here. And they are ticking away at getting all of the all the bits and pieces built. So yeah, literally, I don't know what Rocco's building. Maybe that. So yeah, through here, this is where the last builder is. So they are doing their job, building all the things. I don't exactly know what everyone's working on at the moment. I could look it up, but not that. So there's Adam, that's our last builder. Not exactly all that worried on what they are doing quite now. But as I said, things are ticking along and the colony is getting larger by the day. Done a little bit of mining, played around in the mining dimension a bit, got some ores. Don't know why that. Why are you out, bro? Why is that sheep out? But yeah, so things are progressing well. The 4 builders obviously does lead to something that resembles a pile of things that are required. So they actually wanted a rack, they wanted a campfire. So it's again keeping up with this sort of stuff and trying to deliver everything they need. But that's not something I'm going to continue doing on camera. This episode, I did mention it last episode, I do want to do some ore processing. And that was the reason for getting a little bit of extra power. That's not going to be enough, and I will need to expand that a bunch more. Potentially, I'll just make a few more of these guys and run them across here. But for right now, I'd like to get into some mechanism ore doubling, just so we can get on top of all the ore that is currently in our system. So you can see we've got a bunch of different ores in here. Some of them are Gregstar stuff, which I don't think we can process through here. And then I've got, not that one, this one, I've got a whole bunch of ores and stuff sitting in here. So I have prepped up some things through the metallurgic infuser, so we're going to jump straight in and make an electrolytic separator. So there's the core. I hope I've got enough items that I've made up already. So there's the separator. Boop, that one come off. Enrichment chamber. So we're gonna need a couple of these. I think 4. So we need enrichment chamber. That's that guy. So the basic control circuits are just osmium and redstone. So that gives you the basic control circuit. So we're going to do the enrichment chamber. I think I've put these in my inventory. Cool. So enrichment chamber. I'm pretty sure purification chamber requires an enrichment chamber. So yes, I do need a second one. We're going to need a purification chamber, which is going to need the advanced alloy. So can we make 2 of these? Again, I'm not 100% sure I've got everything I need. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Purification. So that's enrichment, purification. I'm gonna need the smelter. Last line. Doop, and a crusher. I just need a couple of buckets of lava, which is easy to do. Bucket. Need 1 more bucket. Got this on me. Should be our 2 buckets of lava. And there we go. So they should be the items we need at this point. Let's get rid of that one. Osmium compressor and the digital miner. I do want a digital miner just to sit here in the overworld and get rid of the ores that are underneath the base. But that's a later date. And then eventually we're going to need the osmium compressor for what was it again? I don't know. We do need it. Just maybe not right now. So as I said, I want to put this stuff downstairs. So I did push back here, and this is obviously where we can bring out our inputs and outputs, etc. But let's just get this underway. So electrolytic separator, I'm going to start at one end. I'm just going to pop him here, and I'll need to rotate him around. This guy will separate our water into hydrogen and oxygen. We need oxygen for purification. This one. And then after purification, we have crusher, enricher. I think it's this way. Oh, it's one of those things. We'll double check in a second, and then obviously smelter again. We're going to need an input. This is going to need that sink. I had a spare sink, didn't I? Or did I use it? I might have used it outside. I think I did. Oh, and if any of those yell at me, I did find the other item. It was in this chest. Did I use the sink out here? I did. That's all right. So potentially, let's just make another sink for the moment. I might change that up at some point. Just need a bucket of water, eh? A bucket. Oh, what time already? Why am I running outside for a bucket of water? Start looking, everyone. I mean, ideally, I could put a storage bus on the sink and have as much water as I want. This, I'm going to need fluid pipes. Okay. Pop this guy down here. I'm going to need some, obviously, some power as well. Wrench would be handy. Can I do it with this? Yes. Right, so that should now be getting water. Probably not the best place to actually put that either. You know what? Let's change this up a little. Yes, it does lead to almost the outside, so let's pop the sink down here. And like so. Right, again, I will have green output there. Should be oxygen. Okay, we need to get power to this anyway. Let's get our power running downstairs. So, energy conduits. Yeah, that's cool. Do I have any more of them? Conduit is conductive alloy. Copper alloy. I need to make that stuff first, don't I? Copper and silicon. Otherwise, can I connect these energy pipes to these this stuff? I'm not sure it works. Silicon. Copper. Finish with you for the moment. You need to be put onto alloy. 6 of them and some of this. We'll get some more of this stuff up to date. There's one. All right, I'm going to make this cable up. I'm going to run it through the wall behind here, and I'm going to prep up an exporter and a few other bits and pieces, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, so I've got power running down, and this is generating oxygen and hydrogen. It's going to run out. I'm going to try and make some more power using one of the power generators, but I'm pretty sure they've been nerfed pretty heavily. Let's just have a look at uses of hydrogen. That's liquid hydrogen. It's mechanism hydrogen. That's creating uses of. So we do have the the mechanism generator. So if I go generator, gas burning generator, that is a little bit ahead of where I am right at this moment because it needs a refined obsidian. Which needs the osmium compressor. See, I told you I needed it. Yeah, so I'll probably end up making one of these guys as well to try and utilize some of this hydrogen. But I guess for the moment, I can just dump excess so it makes the oxygen I need. I made an exporter. I'm going to pop him here and then rotate him around. Let's get the right wrench. All right. And then we're going to be exporting our stuff out here. So let's grab this, this, cabling. And like I said, just trying to make things neatish. That's not neat, but it'll do for now. I'll probably close some of this off anyway. And then we'll export things into here and then it'll go down into the system. So let's just start with some basics. I'm not going to do iron first. Let's look at whatever ores we have. Let's just check all the different ores. We've got gold ore, we've got deep slate gold ore. So if I put gold ore here, it should pop into there. And then if we, problem with all the different wrenches, right? So this is processing into, you know, the gold ore into clumps. Then we're going to need to auto eject. And I'll need to do this. Shush. So it's making dirty gold dust. And then I should be able to export into enrichment chamber. And again, I reckon I'll be absolutely smashing my power use up there. Because this will be using 80. 20, that's 100. 120. And this will use nothing at the moment. This is using 160. We're going to, I reckon my battery's probably almost empty. So I don't want to process too much through this yet until I can work out against some more power. But then this will be doing its thing. We will have it auto eject into the chest at the end. Cool. And that will have processed all my gold, but I guarantee this probably rated dome. That's empty. This is empty. This is empty. And that's empty. So we're not generating enough power to keep up with that. Let me continue getting rid of that. Mechanism noises. Alright, where's our friends? Southeast. That side. Alright. Let's have a quick nap. I'll be back once I've dispatched our friends. And we'll look at what's next. Back in a tick. Alright, they're dispatched. I did a couple of other little bits and pieces to make sure that the colony continues running while we're continuing to do this. That's just an importer running. That'll import the ingots in. I just added the deep slate gold. I'm wondering if I can turn that exact mode off and whether it'll pull both. It would be interesting if that's a thing, and we could probably test that. What other ore do we have that we have both? We've got deep slate iron. Deep slate gold. Now that maybe that. Ooh, that'll be interesting. If it's in the village, this should be able to export it, right? Or as soon as I took that out, did it stop? think it stopped. Let's grab one of them and then pop that one back in. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue. So if I put deep slate iron in there, it's potentially not going to export normal iron, which is a bummer. That's okay. Again, probably don't have the power to be running that unless I'm only running it during the day. Is even just these couple of items alone is enough, probably just to run what I've got going down there. So speaking of that, let's look into making that osmium compressor like I said earlier. So what do I need for that guy? I'm going to need a bunch of things. I'm going to need another steel casing. And then we are going to require some more infused alloy, which again is just iron and redstone. So let's get, I don't know, probably another, maybe 16 of them would be a good start. Them going. And I should have enough of this. Let's have a look at the alloy. No, I've only got, sorry, basic process I was looking for. Yeah, I got it with the control circuits. I got enough of them. So we're going to need quite a number of that, and then we will be pushing towards osmium and the gas burning generator, this guy. So we're going to need 2 biogenerators. Now biogenerators are also quite useful. So I wonder whether it's maybe worth using these, because biofuel itself should be able to be used. Under the impression, yeah, so you can use the biofuel in the biogenerator, and again, I don't know what our output is, but let's have a look, because we're going to need potentially another crusher to do this. I'm not sure what the biogenerator, let's have a look. So biogenerator, one of them. I'm going to need another crusher. No, not that one. Why can I not see it? Can you see it? I can see it. There it is. Stop looking, everyone. Found it. The other thing we could probably start looking at is the upgrades to make them more efficient. So the energy upgrade will just require some infused alloy and some gold dust, and we can make the units downstairs a lot more efficient, and maybe that'll help with the dwindling power that I currently have. A little bit of coal. Let's pop that in here for the moment just to try and tickle a little bit more power in, making 60. It's probably still going to be, yeah, we're still bleeding power. Maybe once this is done. Again, it's probably going through the iron ore at the moment, but I do want to get all of our ore processed and have it pushing things through there. Deep slate niter, what can I do with you? You through a pulverizer will give us niter. Don't have any thermal devices at this point. And we've got niter ore. Or slate ore. Again, all the Gregstar stuff. I could smelt it. But I don't think we're going to get any, like, we don't get any bonus if we run it through the mechanism system. You're done. Kind of just keeping up now that this isn't running. Let's pop this in. You can go in there. Let's have a look at the biogenerator and see what we can do here. We're going to need some biofuel to do it. In which case, let me just grab potatoes. Should have a few of them. Plenty more in this area. Crusher. It's currently working. Got a lot of gold, right? Let me I don't want to just turn this off for the moment. Can you not auto eject? Can you crush me some potato? And we'll get the biomass, and we'll see if we can make this positive. So for every potato, we get 5 biofuel. And to make a biogenerator, this guy, I put that conduit away, didn't I? What do you actually output? If I pop you here, if I put one of these in, 500 forge energy tick. Really? I need to rotate you around, probably. Can I rotate you? I'm going to need a... don't know if any other wrench will do it. I don't think this will. Okay. You have power. Do I need to make this just a... If I break this quickly. That actually produces quite a lot. So if we can set up... You see here, this is just ticking over. That's currently running all of this. Okay, I'm impressed. Let's make another crusher. Hopefully I've got the materials for it. Another crusher, please. Just needs the 2 buckets. Let's get rid of the stone, and I've got all these planks. I picked up my picked up the sawmill stuff. So bucket. It's probably been, yeah, I was going to say it's probably been given to the cow farm. Ooh, I'll take my buckets. And let's get a crusher done. And pop him downstairs. Give him some power too. You are going to direct output into here. And that is currently producing 500 forge energy tick, which can probably almost power all of this. This is still processing its stuff. We will, let me take them out of there and put that back in. And then you are on here. By all means, you can have that. You can have that. So that's using 20. It costs me 20 to produce 500. And each one of them is producing 5. So did I put you as auto eject on? And do I need to somehow... Okay, so you're not ejecting. Why are you not ejecting? Okay, that's fine. Like this. I'm not ejecting. You're now an output. Okay, that's working. It's not ideal, but it's working. Alright, so we're powering all of this now from this. And potentially I could probably push back that way, depending on what we've got in the way of power remaining. This is staying... It's keeping up. And all of this should be running. Very nice. Alright, forget about it. Like, let's just do a couple of biogenerators upstairs. I've got plenty of things we can turn into biofuel. So if I go bio, this can be made in a crusher from moss, melons, flowers, like torch flower apparently gives 7, so it's probably one of the best. What I might do, I'll mate here. Can I use poisonous potatoes in the crusher? Or is it going to foul it up? I'm thinking I might take this guy. And him. None of this is ideal. I need item ducts. I need the conduit, item conduits, and clean it all up, and then put this thing up top, above, potentially a drawer or something, and we'll just export directly from here straight into the crusher. So I'll take a stack for the moment, pop that in there, and then it's completely passive. No more worrying about it. That's all, you know, nothing else to do in that space, which will be fantastic. Pop that there. So I'll have to look at item conduits. It's probably going to need ender pearls. Conduit. Item conduit needs pulsating alloy, which will need an ender pearl and an iron ingot. What have I got in the way of ender pearls? None. So that's a problem. Still haven't been to the other areas to you know, all the other dimensions. Still haven't been to the nether. Still haven't been to the end. I'm getting obviously those materials now from the mining dimension. Okay, researchers made the conclusions about let it grow. Which one was that? Let's jump down to the university really quickly. These stairs are cool, these McCaw's Bridges stairs. Really nice. Don't have to build anything under it. What was let it grow? Okay, so unlocks the plantation. So I can now make plantations. I need to upgrade my composter to be able to get this stuff. I do want to get flowers and the dyeing hut pretty soon. Mainly because a lot of the things that they're asking for each level is requiring dye, and I'm having to make all those things myself, collecting flowers or you know, some of the walls are coming in coloured, and then I'm having to dye them white. So it is becoming more frequent that the village is asking for coloured things. So I mean, look at all that. Another lime banner. I just made a few before, and then a lot of white. And I don't have a lot of white wool. If I go to wool, I've got one. I've got lots of grey, so I'm having to dye things to make them the right colour for whatever it is that the village is asking for. So I'm gonna, in between episodes, I'm gonna play around with what ores I can export downstairs. Exporter. We have the next level. Exporter. We've only got, okay, so we don't have extended AE. Just wasn't sure if we had the next level of refined storage. Oh yeah, cable tiers. Elite exporter. Fair enough. I'm wondering if that can be... Okay, so these cable tiers is... That's refined storage stuff. Cool. I did not know. I had no idea. That's a new mod for me. Disk manipulators, interfaces. Okay, cool. So I'll have to look at some of this. It's just some iron and a few exporters. And then maybe we can set up a whole bunch of this to be processed through the system downstairs. And we'll work out what can and can't and what needs to go into certain areas of the setup down there. And then also working through getting some of these things processed as well. So with that, I think I'm at the wrapping up point. So thank you all for watching. We've got power up the wazoo with this now, so this is fine. I could potentially make another couple and really power up the base using potatoes. But I'll hook that in upstairs as well maybe, and we'll continue running everything as best as possible here. We can speed some of this up. Again, we've got plenty of ores now coming in. Gold isn't super needed, but probably the next thing for me will be the factory upgrades. These guys, they're not super expensive, and we can upgrade what we've got going on here to process things a bit quicker, probably using a bunch more power, and whether or not that blows out my power budget for the moment. Anyway, until next time, thank you all for watching. Comments down below. Hope you enjoyed it. Next episode, I want to start really getting into pushing through the quest book, because obviously this is a pack that has a bunch of quests. So we've got some bits and pieces here. We do need to go to the Nether. We do need to do other bits and pieces to get to all the mod star. And you know, I'm kind of treating it like a kitchen sink pack at the moment, but we do have all these other things here that we can pick up items on. Whatever this one is. Some quests. I've got a torch. Yay! Make a spaceship apparently. Anyway, mechanism. I just made a bunch of things. Oh, I've got to make a heat generator before all of that will unlock. So I might go and make one of these guys and unlock all those things and claim them all, because that way we can continue with that quest line. I don't even know where the heat generator went. Oh, it's resistive heater. Stop looking, everyone. I'll find it eventually. So yeah, I'm going to make that up and unlock all those things, claim all those quests, and move on into more stuff next time. As I said, thanks for watching. Comments below. Catch you in the next one. Bye now.